Hello and welcome to the Halloween edition of How Did They Do That? The spooky show where we pick out a small detail, effect or interesting moment from a game and break down how the game's developer achieved it. Today we will be taking a look at the realm shifting mechanic of the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. This mechanic sees our main protagonist, Raziel, crossing between planes of reality. The way this manifests itself graphically is by changing the environment around the player into a twisted, dark version of the world. This is quite a visually impressive effect, as the world seems to distort and twist around you, but it also opens up gameplay opportunities. By shifting realms, you reveal hidden doors, move platforms and even uncover creatures. The spectral realm allows Raziel to interact with objects, and the material realm allows him to pass through certain objects like gates. It's a fairly unique gameplay feature, but how does it work? The mechanic manifests as two main effects, both of which we have covered before to an extent. However, for the sake of new people, and those of us with poor memory, myself included, I'll quickly cover them. The first is vertex painting. This is the method within which colour is applied to individual vertices, the points between polygons. This allows artists to apply faux lighting to any and every model in the game without hogging many system resources. In the case of Soul Reaver, each model has two distinct phases for this paint. The second element ties into vertex painting as well, and it's very similar to the morphing that we discussed in the Jak and Daxter video. 3D models can be animated. This can include movement, rotation and even scale. Soul Reaver's environments mainly make use of movement. The world of the game has two animation keyframes. Upon shifting realms, the game will apply a tween transition from the first frame to the second. The first frame is in the regular world. The second sees the environment artists move around many of the vertices. This is how the twisted version of the world is made. The vertex paint we covered a moment ago also comes into action with this animated world. The colouring can be tweened also, meaning frame 1 contains a more realistic looking set of lighting, and frame 2 contains the odd, otherworldly feel that the warped environment alludes to. So, to recap, the world exists looking fairly normal with more realistic looking lighting on frame 1. When Raziel activates realm shifting, the world animates to its second state, resulting in both a warping of the world models and a smooth colour transition. And that about wraps it up for today. Is there an effect or detail you've seen in a game that's had you wondering, how did they do that? If so, be sure to leave it in the comments below and we may just cover it. Thanks for watching, ta-ra!